Coca-Cola, the medicine that got the world addicted. Close your eyes. Imagine a time before sodas, before vending machines, before the red and white logo glowing on every corner of Earth. It's 1886 in Atlanta, Georgia. The air smells like tobacco and horses, and a nervous pharmacist named John Pemberton is in his lab, searching for relief. Pemberton was a Civil War veteran. He'd been badly injured in battle and became addicted to morphine while trying to manage the pain. Like many of his time, he wanted a cure, something to soothe the nerves without destroying the mind. So he began mixing herbs, wine, and an exotic new ingredient from South America, coca leaves. The result was something he called Pemberton's French wine coca, a tonic said to boost energy, calm the nerves, and cure everything from headaches to melancholy. It was sold in pharmacies as a medicine, not a refreshment. And like so many inventions that changed the world, it started as a man trying to fix his own pain. But then came Prohibition. Atlanta banned alcohol, and suddenly Pemberton's main ingredient, wine, was illegal. He had to make a choice, quit or reinvent. So he replaced the wine with sugary syrup and kept the coca leaves along with the caffeine from kola nuts. He called his new drink Coca-Cola. Yes, the name came from its two main ingredients, coca and cola. And yes, it really did contain cocaine. But in those days, that wasn't controversial. Cocaine was seen as a medical miracle, something that sharpened the mind and lifted the spirit. Coca-Cola was advertised as a brain tonic, a medicine for fatigue, headaches, and low spirits. People would visit their local soda fountain, the 19th century version of a coffee shop, and ask for a glass of Pemberton's new drink. Carbonated water was mixed with the syrup, and the result was sweet, fizzy, and strangely uplifting. It gave people energy. It made them happy. No one quite knew why. Pemberton didn't live long enough to see how big his invention would become. He died in 1888, broke and sick, after selling the rights to his formula for just a few $100s. The man who invented Coca-Cola never profited from it. But the man who bought it, Asa Candler, turned it into an empire. Candler was a businessman with one obsession: promotion. He took Coca-Cola out of the pharmacy and into the streets. He plastered the logo on walls, notebooks, clocks, and calendars. He gave away coupons for free samples. He made sure everyone in Atlanta knew the name. He even standardized the logo, the same elegant cursive script still used today. Candler didn't just sell a drink. He sold a feeling. Coca-Cola became a symbol of happiness, of refreshment, of simple pleasure. People weren't buying caffeine and sugar. They were buying comfort. By the early 1900s, Coca-Cola was everywhere. Soda fountains became community gathering spots, places where people came not just to drink, but to connect. The brand's real genius wasn't in the formula, it was in the storytelling. Candler made Coca-Cola feel like a lifestyle, long before branding was a word. Eventually, the cocaine was removed, quietly, without public announcement. By 1929, the company had completely removed the drug. Though it still used spent coca leaves for flavoring, the world was changing, and Coca-Cola evolved right along with it. Then came Prohibition, and suddenly, alcohol was illegal nationwide. While bars closed their doors, soda fountains boomed. People still wanted to socialize, but now they needed a clean alternative. Coca-Cola stepped into that space perfectly. It wasn't just a drink, it was a cultural replacement for the bar. By the 1930s, Coca-Cola had transformed again, this time into a symbol of wholesomeness and joy. Its advertisements showed smiling families, hardworking men, and cozy Christmas scenes. The company even helped create the modern image of Santa Claus, the red suit, the jolly face, the rosy cheeks, all inspired by a Coca-Cola ad campaign. When World War II began, Coca-Cola made a bold promise. Every American soldier would be able to buy a bottle of Coke for 5 cents, no matter where they were stationed in the world. Factories were built overseas to make it happen. It wasn't charity. It was genius marketing. When the war ended, those soldiers came home, still loyal to Coca-Cola. By then, Coke wasn't just a drink. It was America in a bottle. It stood for home, for comfort, for something familiar in an uncertain world. The brand had attached itself to emotion so completely that it became untouchable. Of course, success never lasts without competition. In the 1980s, Pepsi's aggressive marketing started eating into Coke's dominance. So Coca-Cola made a fateful decision to change its formula. They called it New Coke. It was sweeter, smoother, and a total disaster. People revolted. They boycotted. They wrote letters. They protested. Within months, the company brought back the original recipe, now called Coca-Cola Classic, and sales exploded. Sometimes losing everything is the best way to remind the world what they loved about you. Today, nearly 2 billion Coca-Cola products are consumed every single day. From a pharmacist's desperate experiment to the most recognizable brand on earth. It's strange, isn't it? A drink that began as a cocaine-laced medicine became the symbol of innocence and happiness. That's the quiet magic of business. Transformation. John Pemberton wanted relief. Asa Candler wanted success. The world wanted happiness, or at least something that tasted like it. In the end, Coca-Cola's true invention wasn't the drink. It was the feeling it sold. Nostalgia, belonging, joy in a bottle. And that's what keeps a brand alive for over a century. So when you see that red label glowing in the dark, remember where it started. A wounded soldier, a handful of coca leaves, and a dream to make life a little easier to swallow. Sleep well. Tomorrow's fortunes are built from strange beginnings too.